Every time we die, I delete my stash. Hey guys, Steve the Man here, and welcome to episode 77 of my hardcore Iron Man playthrough in Escape from Tarkov. If you missed previous episodes and would like to know the rules of this challenge, feel free to pause the video so you can read them now. In today's episode, we continue our grind to level 42 and inch towards the finish line of completing this challenge. We will be on Shoreline for a variety of quests and have a boss special appearance that you won't want to miss. But before we get started, if you're new here, welcome, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you need one reason, man juice. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into today's episode. Alrighty, we are in. Where the heck are we? Is that... Yes. Okay, so that is radio, not radio tower, weather station. So, do you want to head to pier first? Maybe. Pier cottages. What's our extracts? Honestly, I think we're closer to resort. Let's head to resort first. There's a big gun shooting over here. It wouldn't be Bird Eye, is it? That was a pretty hefty sounding gun. A little nervous walking here, actually. Trying to listen out. Did sound like it was coming from this way. I think we're alright, maybe. Goons are always the bosses that that make me nervous the most. There's 3 of them. They could be in a wide variety of locations. Is that someone I just saw running right to left? Or was it a tree branch? Paranoid. I'm paranoid, man. Alright. I want to be finding scavs too, so... There's a big mound that I did not know was there. Alright, let's head to resort. See if we can't spot some scavs on the way. We need 10 of them. And we do need to get into East 306. Oop, here we go. Nice shot, hell yeah. So that's one of our scav kills. Very nice. Oh, I didn't bring the sanitar key. That would have been a good one to bring since we were coming here. I didn't think of it. Blue tape key, that sucks. That really would have been a good one to have. Check for some lead X's while we're here. We still have to find one for our quest, so... definitely would have been nice. Alright, so I think I'm going to touch the body first. And then... yep. Lay down, lay down. Yikes. Do I have an ETG? Nope. Yikes. I did not bring a CMS kit either. So we are in trouble. Damn. Not great. Had to have been a PMC. Maybe Sanitar and his guys. I don't know. But they were definitely accurate. Hit me quite a bit in the same spot over and over again. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit here. And I only have 200 points on my one medical kit, so not a great situation. We're also going to be losing energy and hydration quickly. We at least touch the body, so we don't need to go in front anymore. But that's not a great situation to be in. Because we have to cross the map now without energy hydration. Can you climb into here? I swore you were able to climb into here. Am I wrong? Yes. Thought so. Unfortunately, 306 is a little ways away. Alright, we need to get moving because we are going to be low on food and hydration. And what's our extract? We should just really start heading there. Path to Lighthouse. Unfortunately, we have to go there. Let's just go to vehicle. It sucks that I'm not going to be able to get the quest done like I want to. But without a stomach, yeah, we're kind of crunched, so we're going to have to. And you can't go there, but I think you can go on the balcony. Unless we get really lucky right here. Can you not open that door, really? Is this locked? Yes, okay. So you can get out this one. I was going to search that med bag for a CMS kit. $310. 308, and then 306 shares a balcony with it. There it is. Do a quick little looting session, and then we are just going to head out to the vehicle extract. We have to. Unfortunately, we are forced to get out of this raid. Sucks, but sometimes that happens. And we're actually down to 19 energy already, so... Start moving. We're going to go the exact same way we came in. I need to use another morphine. Which takes even more energy, but we need to be able to move. Sucks. But it is what it is. And we'll have to come back another time. That's a big gun. That's a big gun. It makes me think bird eye. I keep saying for a while I'm not the greatest at identifying guns, but a big gun like that, you don't hear that often in PvE. Oh, and it's coming. Unless that's mines? Maybe it's mines. That could be mines going off. I think it might be mines, actually. Okay, so now we're out of energy. That has to be mines going off, right? Now, we could find food and hydration in this farmhouse area, but it's not worth it. We just need to get out. Because if we don't find it, we're screwed. Taking a lot of damage here. Not great. Whoever that was, scav, PMC. I'm thinking probably PMC. That's where my mind goes to. Because it was a loud gun. And I feel like usually like Sanitar is suppressed with his AS-Val. But who knows? Who knows? Whatever it was, they lit me up pretty good. Car should be here, right? Yeah, they kept this one as 100%. Oh yeah, we can't, our energy. Let's just get out. I was gonna get a little loot for the road. We should just get out. Nice little SAS drive, sweet, schmog, cool. Let's go. We don't have the luxury of looting. We just gotta go. Now, I'm wondering, and I can't remember if the colleagues part... I can't remember if the colleagues part you need to do in one raid, so we may have to go back and actually hit that body again. So if I go here and do colleagues, I feel like you have to do it all in one raid. So unfortunately, we're probably just going to have to take the L on that one. I knew I probably shouldn't have been standing out in the open like that. That was silly of me. But what are you going to do? We survived. That's the important part. I think we got like 4, maybe 5 kills towards Wet Job as well. Oh, only 3. Really? Only 3? I guess it was only 3. Yeah. Okay. Plus we got Cargo X done. I'll take that. That's a dub. Rough raid, but we got it. Let's go turn in the one quest we were able to get done in Peacekeeper, which is Cargo X. Turn that bad boy in. Part 1 done. Get an extra pistol case out of that. Sweet. I like it. And then Cargo X2. What do we got? That's still on Shoreline. We got to locate the room with reservoirs in the Health Resort in Shoreline and obtain any information about the second part of the cargo shipment. Okay, we'll check that one out. We can try that as well. And what did we get for a reward? We got a pistol case. Very nice. Very nice. All right, and we are in. Since we're at the shoreline, I think we just head towards the pier and get that colleague part done. Then we'll probably head to resort, and then lastly to cottages, and then take path to lighthouse, or probably have tunnels as an extract. We do have tunnel, so we'll take tunnel. And hopefully we will get some scabby boys on the way. It's been a little while since we played, so we're going to be rusty. We got to shake that rust off. Hopefully you find, I think we need 7 more kills for Wet Job. So hopefully if we can find some scavs, get some kills, and get that quest done in one raid, that would be amazing. I can spot power station from here. Is there any scavs on top of the roof? Nothing that I'm seeing. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Head to pier. Knock off some of these quests. Colleagues is an annoying one. I remember the one wipe that I played this game previously before this series. I remember colleagues taking me like 5 attempts because I kept number one, I was forgetting that you had to do it in one raid. And then number 2, you had to do it in one raid. So I was struggling to get it done. Oh, you can actually get it from just... Oh, God, that scared me. I'm rusty. Don't judge me. Okay. Okay, don't judge me. I was rusty. I got scared. Shake off the rust. We're good. Man, we have crappy ammo. FMJ is what we're using, is the best we have. That sucks. Listen out for anyone else. Sweet. Alright, so might as well loot the safe and valuable stuff while we're here. Why not? Nice little double roller. Hell yeah. I like that. That feels good. PSU. I think we need PSU still. I can't remember. I haven't been focusing on the hideout, so I really have no clue. That's a little bit of money. I have no clue what we actually need or not. So I can sit here and say all day that we need the PSU, but truth is, I have no clue. Is that some Tarker? It is. I hate that name of the item, Tarker. Such an awkward word to say. Hey, Fox, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Immediate goal right now on this hardcore Iron Man challenge is to get to max traders. So if you're not familiar, real quick, I'm assuming you might be new here. Let me go and give you a exclamation mark rules. Sorry, it's exclamation mark Iron Man. And that's the rules of the challenge of what we're playing right now. You can read through them on your own. But we're close to completing this challenge. And really all we're working on is getting experience to be able to get to level 42 to get ourselves to max trader. But on this map right now, we have Cargo X Part 2, I think is the name of the quest. We have Colleagues. Right, where? Cargo X, we have Colleagues, so we have to get all the bodies here, at Resort, and at Cottages. So we're going to head to Resort real quick. And then, what's the other one? Cargo X, Colleagues, and Wet Jobs. That's why we have the suppressed M4s. We're trying to get 10 scav kills with a suppressed M4. Oh, you've seen like 20 videos on YouTube? Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy this series. I don't know if you watched like from episode 1 to 20. If so, right now we're recording somewhere around like, I don't know, episode 77, something like that. So if you're watching from like... Got him. Really? Got him. Nice. Yeah, the shoreline quests. We are in the mix of it. Quite a lot of them. These are easy ones, though, at least. We got kind of stuck on shoreline quests because a lot of them needed keys that we didn't have for quite some time, and then we ended up getting those keys. We finished those quests, and now we're on a bunch of the quests that are like just, you know, basic ones. Killing some enemies with a specific gun, going to certain locations, and then picking up a specific item. Pretty easy ones. Nothing too difficult. For sure. Shoreline is a very, very big map. It's walking simulator. Same thing with woods. Not a lot of interesting... Got him. Points of interest. A lot of walking, and not a whole lot of stuff in between that walking. This map could definitely use a little bit of a addition to it. Make it more fun. Break up the monotony. Maybe some more loot locations. Make the quests a little bit more engaging instead of just run to this location, grab this item. A lot of it resolves around the resort, which kind of sucks. Because it's really just like, 3 floors, 2 sides. Nothing really crazy. Yeah, the only threat is Sanitar and Goons. I would say, honestly, my opinion, Goons is a little bit more of the bigger threat on this map. But obviously, they're only on this map when they actually spawn here. They rotate to customs and woods otherwise. But Goons is the boss that I die to more on this map. But Sanitar, yeah, he honestly doesn't spawn that much. There's someone to the right here. There's a PMC over here. That was a horrible shooting. I panicked, and then I just committed to spraying him. I feel like those rails were eating most of those bullets. Holy cow. That was a little wild. What the hell? There's more footsteps too, but let's pack some mags while we get the opportunity. I'll leave that guy be so I can pack a mag. Right now, I'm playing on BSG servers. And the main reason I do so is just for the extra FPS. Playing on local server takes too much of my CPU processing power. And so for the video recording and for the stream quality, I like to have the extra FPS. Lots of scavs here. Should be walking right over here. Yeah, that looked like a headshot. I'd really like to pack a mag. Okay, let's get ourselves packed. Jeez. Yeah, you know, I've heard, now that you mention that, I've heard someone else mention that when you play on local servers, like, boss spawns tend to be like 100%, which is crazy to me. I don't know why they have it that way. That was happening to me when I first started playing this series. I ran into Tagilla, basically 100%. Like the first 8 factory raids I did, he was 100% every single time he was on that map. And then since I switched to the BSG servers, you get more of like the actual natural spawn rate. Oh, fuck. Jeez. That's a PMC in there. Okay. Yikes. I don't have a CMS kit either. Damn it, I just want to get to this body up here. What the hell? That was rough. Let's see if these are the PMCs. I really just want to get to this body, and then I can go around the other way over here towards room 108. Man, I really need to start carrying in a CMS kit. Fuck, okay. It's just scavs. Just normal frickin' scavs. What the hell? Alright, let's just get this frickin' body and get out of here. Get that. Run this way. Let's get into room 108 and be done with this garbage. It's Sanitar. It's Sanitar.
Надо уколоться срочно! Граната тут!
Alright, Sandy's dead. Let's kill his guards now. I thought I headshot this guy, but I think his helmet may have tanked it. Yeah, his guards are a little scary. Yeah, here's a bunch of his guards, it looks like. So that's who was shooting me, and that's who shot out my leg. It wasn't just normal scabs, it was Sandy guards. Yeah, honestly, Sanitar, once you know the areas that he spawns in, he's not that scary. He's actually one of the easier bosses. Same thing as like Rashala. He's got a bunch of guards, which is the scary part, but him himself is not scary. Damn, he's only got his PP91. That sucks. There's a CMS kit I need, though. Hell yeah. See if there's any other guards around here. Motherfucker's got an Alton on. Holy shit. Jeez. And my freaking injector died right then. You know what? Let's just put our leg back on while we have the opportunity. I'm pretty low on ammo now. Let's throw that in here and get one of these PP91 mags out just so we have it available. Dude, that guy was tanking. Holy. I was laying into his face, and that shield was just taking it all. Crazy. Oh, I'm like wide open here. I thought it was more secure. This is a bad angle to be. Someone could have been right in that room. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sandy himself is very easy. He's got a lot of health, but you can headshot him. His guards are the problem. This guy was a monster. Who the hell is running at me? As soon as I pull out a grenade, it's like they know. They know. It's like as soon as you pull out a grenade. Got him. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. This frickin' helmet. Class 3 Karasa. Another CMS kit. Nice. It's probably got PS ammo. Kind of looks like it. That's FMJ. Alright, we're going to ignore that. There might be one more in here. No. Okay. So I think that Alton helmet... No, it's not an Alton helmet. Whatever that helmet was. That was the guy that I originally threw the grenade at. Sweet. Okay. Back on task. A little bit of a sidetrack for this douche. We do have a Sandy tape key. Let's get into here. See if there's a LEDX spawn. And then we're going to head to 108. So LEDX can spawn there. Nothing. We got a chainlet. Nothing there. Med tools. Nothing crazy. Nothing on the desk. Check the PC. We're looking at a room in here. We're pretty much full up. And then last spawn is in here. Salewa. And then sometimes you can get stuff in this little shower area. Okay, so nothing too crazy. Not the craziest of loot. Room 108 is this one. And there should be an item in here. There it is, on top of the barrels, just like the quest log said. And what else do we have? We have what job done, cargo X, we just got to hand it over, and then colleagues, we just need to head to cottages and extract. So cottages, and then to get the dead body. And then we will head to tunnel is probably going to be our extract. Nice. Yeah, I agree. Sturman is another one of those bosses that's fairly easy, a bit easy, for sure. Once you know, most of the bosses that don't have the crazy high health are the ones that tend to be the more easy ones. Rishala is probably one of the easier ones. Partisan is probably the easiest out of all. What is this one looking like? Almost full. Let's pack that one. And let's unload some of this. See if we can top off this mag entirely. Nice. And we'll throw this one somewhere. Something like that. Looking good. Yeah, Sturman I've only killed, I think, twice in my entire Tarkov career. I've never really hunted him too much. But, yeah, Sturman's, he can be a little, like you said, he can surprise you. Let's check these guys and see if they have anything crazy good. He's got a Corund on him. Class 5. I honestly feel like I want to take that better than the kill armor. But it's only class 2 on the soft armor, so honestly, probably not. This SMP is pretty solid, but it's so good for, like, this is one of those items that you want to grab if you're not on, like, a hardcore account. And you could store a bunch of medical items. Like, this is a really good item to find in a normal playthrough. But right now, I mean, I could swap it for, like, the Sani bag. But at the same time, I have med cases, so I don't really need it. But that's a good item I normally like to find on, like, a typical normal playthrough. Oh, you killed Sturman 20 times while the event was going on? Good job, man. I killed him once. Yeah, I haven't... Honestly, I don't play too much. I usually play, like, 5... I try to get 4 or 5 nights a week. And each night is only, like, 2 to 3 hours. Let me eat this Tarkur as well. So I didn't grind out all the bosses. I tried to kill Kaban. Oh yeah, look at the carnage that these guys wrecked. Some of these are my kills. Is this a PMC? It is a PMC. Ooh, that P90 is good. What the hell? Okay, screw the Keter. I want to grab that. That's actually really good. I haven't had the opportunity to use a P90. Where did he get that from? What the hell? It doesn't have any mags for it, though. So I have to get some 5.7 ammo for it. But that's a really good find. I want that green. Class 6 armor is cool, too. Wouldn't mind the sword ends, but nah, I'm good. The helmet's going to sell really good. Alright, let's head the hell out of here. I should be tapping these guys for experience. Just because we need to be grinding out experience on top of anything else to get to level 42. I play this hardcore account exclusively. I typically only grind out one account at a time. So right now I'm just doing the hardcore Iron Man playthrough. And really that's all I have the time to play for. I wish I could play like, 6-8 hours a day. I used to be able to do that a long, long time ago, but I have a lot of other priorities and full-time job and all that stuff that takes precedent. So unfortunately I can't play as much as I used to and would like to. But yeah. I only have time really to play one account, so I play exclusively this one. And then once I complete it, I'm going to move on to the next challenge. Or maybe play this account a little bit more just to do some fun stuff to round out the series. Like do some lab runs or something like that, boss hunting. Something that'll be fun. And then I think the next... I'm debating on the next challenge. Or a game, I should say, to play in general. We have Wipe that's coming in. People are estimating September. I'm skeptical of that, but September is when they're saying that 1.0 should be released. And when 1.0 comes out, we're going to do this exact challenge, the Hardcore Iron Man. But we're going to do it on the PvP servers instead of PvE. And I think that'll be really, really fun, and people will really enjoy that. But the end goal for this account is max traders. So once we get level 42, we're done. We're pretty much at the last little stretch. We just need to grind out a couple 100,000 experience to get to level 42. And then we are complete with the challenge. But like I said, I might continue playing the hardcore account for a little bit and just have some fun with it and do like, you know, maybe some labs runs or boss hunting, something that'll be fun to just end the series on a really high note, a really exciting note. But effectively, once we get level 42, we are done with this account. We've done everything that we set out to do. All right, let's hit this body. Is it this body? Or is it a body over here? I think it's these bodies over here. Yeah, there we go. And then let's head to tunnel. Really? Got him. I swore that first one was going to be a headshot. Yeah, doing this challenge on PvP is definitely going to be hard. It's going to be a lot easier on wipe. Just because there's going to be a lot more Timmies. There's going to be a lot more low levels. There's going to be a lot more people playing with garbage gear. So it'd be a lot easier than if I were to start it on PvP right now. That's for sure. But yeah, 100%. I think my survival rate on this PvE playthrough is somewhere around like 75% survival rate. I'm estimating my survival rate on the PvP hardcore account to be like 35%, half of what it is right now. We're definitely going to be dying at least twice as much is my expectation. So it'll be a lot harder. But realistically, quote-unquote hard in this game really just means more of a time investment. Because really what hard means in this game is just that you're going to die more and it's going to take you longer to get stuff done. That's all it is. It's not like an actual challenge where you have to like hard to me, like a lot of older gamers will feel this, will relate to this. Hard to me is where like you have to like, how do I say this? Learn boss mechanics, learn specific ways to play a game. You have to beat a boss and do some crazy epic challenge. This game, realistically, when people say this is a hard game, what they really mean is it's a grindy game. It's a game that takes a lot of time and investment. Because every quest in this game is not really hard. It's just if you die while doing it, it delays the completion of the quest, which just means it takes more of a time investment to get the quest done. So when people say hard in this game, really all it means is just it's going to take more time for you to get it done. So perseverance in this game, you can do anything. Literally anything, any quest you can get done just by putting enough time towards it. That's my hot take. Alrighty, so with that completed, we have Colleagues Part 1, and that's level 41. That gives us Colleagues Part 2, which is on Shoreline. Locate and obtain Sanitar's Surgery Kit and Sanitar's Ophthalmoscope. I'll have to look this up. This might be in the Sanitar Blue Tape room, which we already have. We got that key quite a while ago. So I think that's honestly in that room. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's in that room. And if so, that's a very easy one. Another 12k XP. We can go right back to Shoreline and get that done. Wet Job. Part 1. Done. Wet Job Part 2 on Shoreline. Locate the Fisherman's Dwelling and mark the fishing table with a marker. Okay, that's an easy one. And then who was the other one that had... I think it was Peacekeeper 2, wasn't it? Yeah, Cargo X. Turn that in. That's another quest done. Hell yeah. And we get Cargo X. Part 3. Locate the Terra Group cargo hidden inside the health resort on Shoreline. We also got another quest. Chemistry Closet on Shoreline. Locate Sanitar's office in the health resort. So we got a bunch of stuff, and it unlocks a thick weapon case purchase. That's huge. That's huge. We can buy a thick weapon case. That's amazing. So we're going to do that. And we do have the Sani key from killing him many raids ago. Hey guys, Steve here again. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you made it this far, it's safe to say that you really enjoyed the content. If so, please check below the video and ensure you're subscribed to my channel. If not, please consider doing so. I'm working on a goal of 2,500 subscribers by the end of 2025, and I need the help of every single one of you to make that happen. Throw a like on the video while you're at it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.